back to the Road to Episode 7, my ongoing series where I chart the road to the release of Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens in December 2015. And today we're going to be talking about the digital movie collection. Oh yeah. It was announced recently, a couple of weeks ago, that Star Wars, the 6 films that exist and are out there in the ether already, would be released digitally, officially, for the first time by Disney. Now, first thing I want to talk about is, the fact that these are priced ridiculously. Now, there are people out there who have bought the Blu-ray set, and whenever you buy a Blu-ray, it usually comes with a digital copy. At least it has done for the past few, 2 to 3 years. I think it's become more of a regular thing. I remember, like 2008, I bought Pineapple Express on DVD, and it had a digital copy, and I was like, oh, this is interesting and cool, and still didn't use it, I mean, even back then I didn't give a shit about digital copies, and the same can be said for today. But it's now such a widespread thing. Well, I guess in 2011 when the Star Wars Blu-ray set came out, it wasn't as widespread as it is now. Now every film, it seems, has a HD digital download option, whether it's, whatever company does it. And so, yeah, Star Wars, for me, I just feel like, well, that was never going to happen. I was just about to say maybe the people who already bought the Blu-ray set should get these digital codes, but there's no way of enforcing that. Well, maybe there is, but even then, they need to make money, so they're going to make money. $20 per film, or $90 or $80, whatever, for the entire, well, not the complete saga anymore, the incomplete saga. Incomplete isn't a word, kids. The incomplete saga for $80, $90, whatever it is. And if you pay for them individually, you're talking about $120, which no one's going to do anyway, because I'm sure no one is that stupid. But then again, I'm sure a lot of people don't want to buy the prequels, so they might just end up dropping $60 on just the original trilogy. It's crazy. Now people are like, oh, is it going to be the original cuts? No, of course it's not going to be the original cuts. It's the same stuff they've been feeding you for years and years. And again, just like James says, Star Wars fans are idiots. They will buy anything that they put out, and he includes himself in that, as do I. As do I. It is what it is, But still, I won't be going for this. Not at all, because for me, I can just digitally download the despecialized editions, which are far and away superior to the official cuts as they exist today. And I don't mind saying that. Again, I've talked about this on this series before. The despecialized editions are fantastic. But I'd love to talk about them even more at some point, because there's other stuff I'd like to talk about, especially now. But anyway, the digital movie collection, not a fan. They're offering bonus features with each film, which I thought was a cool idea, until I heard that they said that they're going to be putting the I'm pretty sure the 3 feature-length documentaries that came with the 2-disc DVDs of episode 1, 2 and 3 when they originally released, which I still have, so I still own those documentaries, but they weren't ported over to the Blu-ray set, which I was really disappointed about, because the special features were so fantastic on the Star Wars Blu-ray set. I mean, moan about the originals all you want, you can't deny that the special features were fantastic. 2 commentaries for every film, multiple documentaries, all sorts of stuff on there, stuff you've never seen before, deleted scenes, fantastic. But they didn't include the, I think it's From Puppets to Pixels, the feature-length documentary about the creation of Digital Yoda, which is amazing. The Beginning, the feature-length documentary about the making of Phantom Menace, which is another fantastic one. And the 3rd documentary is like something, I forget the title now, but it's basically about, everything goes into making 1 minute of episode 3, which is another really good one, but the first 2 are really, really far superior. Anyway, so they're offering those as part of the digital movie collection, which is pretty cool, but, again, I have the DVDs. I just wish that they were on the Blu-ray in the first place, They're drip feeding all the content they've had. They've got more stuff probably backed up that they're not going to show until the 4K release, the Ultra HD release, the I don't know, it's maddening. The 3D HD Ultra 3DK release, I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to keep churning this stuff out, though. That is just a plain and simple fact. Now, what I want to talk about was the fact that they are now promoting these films as Star Wars: A New Hope, Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars: Return of the Jedi, Star Wars: Attack of the Clones, to go along with Star Wars: The Force Awakens. No, it's not Star Wars: The Force Awakens, it's Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. I don't care if this studio, Disney, they think that modern audiences are too, conditioned into this kind of, shorter titles and the whole kind of cinematic universe, because the reason they're doing this is to make every film that they make from now on fit within the mold that they're creating for Star Wars. They don't want to just make Star Wars films, they want to make a Star Wars cinematic universe. That's what they want to do. It's proven to be an absolute license to print money for Marvel with their cinematic universe, so everyone's trying to do it now. They're trying to do it with the Ghostbusters, for God's sake, so of course they're going to do it with Star Wars. And of course we've got Rogue One coming out in 2016, so with the first ever spin-off Star Wars film, it's just going to be called Star Wars Rogue One. So I guess the studio's mindset is, oh no, what if people think that because it's not an episode, it's not as important, therefore they shouldn't go and see it? I kind of think to that point, come on, it's a Star Wars film. Everyone and their mother's going to go see it, regardless of what you call it. As long as Star Wars is in the title and it's the real deal, it's going to make a shitload of money. But they want to have it all compact, they want to have it all in the same thing, so they're getting rid of, it seems, the episodes. Now, I'm sure that Star Wars The Force Awakens will open with Episode 7 The Crawl, otherwise it would be a bit weird, but as far as promotion goes, they're sticking to just Star Wars The Force Awakens, and they're doing this with the digital movie collection as well. They're just referring to them as Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back. And it bugs me because it just gets to the point where you have films like Insurgent, the sequel to Divergent that came out last year. Insurgent came out this year, and then the next one is Allegiant, I think, and that's the final film in the trilogy. It's based on a series of novels. And I joked to Connie, my fiance, I said, I bet it's not even going to be called Allegiant. It's going to be called the Divergent series, Allegiant Part 1. They're going to split it into two. I looked on IMDb and I was absolutely right. It's going to be called the Divergent series, Allegiant Part 1. They milk these things, they squeeze them out for all they can, and I guess why shouldn't they? It's the movie business at the end of the day, but for me it was just a little sad to see Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back and not Star Wars Episode 5 The Empire Strikes Back. Even that saying, you know, if you want to be purist about it, you know, Star Wars, the first one, the original, wasn't called A New Hope, it wasn't called Episode 4, so even the episodes, to a degree, are part of the whole retconning thing that George Lucas has been doing for the past 40 years almost, so but I am fond of the episodes, and I will always refer to The Force Awakens as Episode 7, The Force Awakens. And again, this whole series is called The Road to Episode 7. So for me, I'm a fan of the episodes. I'm going to keep the name of the episodes alive. Well, that was this video today about the digital movie collection. And yeah, I mean, if people want to go and buy it, then fair enough. You know, no problem with that. But you know, I'm sure that in the future there'll be another Blu-ray box set and it'll have all the digital codes inside as well. You know, again, it's the incomplete saga now. It's no longer the complete saga. Who would have thought, you know, just... But anyway, there's some huge stuff to come tomorrow. I was going to make a separate video about this, but I'll just leave it at the end of here because I'm going to post this today. Today is the 15th of April. Tomorrow is the 16th, Thursday 16th of April 2015, and Celebration is taking place, I believe, in Anaheim, California. I might be completely wrong about that. That just jumped into my head. Pretty sure that's where it's taking place, and a lot of stuff's going down. They're live streaming it on StarWars.com, so go check that out if you want. I think it starts at 10 AM Pacific. Yeah, Pacific time, yeah, Pacific Standard Time. And I was thinking of that Family Guy jokes, Pacific time. Pacific Standard Time, 10 AM, so that's, I think, 6 PM UK time. That'd be 7 PM for me in Norway. I might check it out, see what it's like. Apparently there's going to be like 30 hours of live coverage over the next couple of days when it starts tomorrow, and there's going to be like panels, interviews with people like Mark Hamill and stuff like that. And also they've got like a Force Awakens exhibit there with stuff they used in the making of the film, and the big rumor, of course, is that there's going to be a new trailer coming out. And again, we talked about this a couple of videos ago, where the rumor is it's going to be a new trailer in front of Avengers Age of Ultron, which for me comes out next week, but I'm sure that they've got to debut something tomorrow. It's the perfect timing, but then again, it was perfect timing to do stuff at Comic-Con last year, and so who knows, they might just throw a complete curveball at us and just debut it on Monday with no fanfare whatsoever. Speaking of fanfare, the fanfare is different on the digital movie collection, and I'll talk about that in another video because this is going too long. But yeah, that was a nice segue into a video that has not been made yet, but stay tuned for a whole video about the fanfare, which I'm also annoyed about, because again, I'm a Star Wars fan. Of course I've got to be annoyed about something all the time, right? Anyway, so thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I'll be making videos tomorrow, hopefully, if anything good comes out, any good news about the Force Awakens. There's going to be other stuff about the game, Battlefront, things like that, so I might cover little bits. We'll see where it goes. If there's a trailer, of course, I'll be there doing a live reactions video, but we'll see how it all pans out, and I'll see you in the next one.
no hot second.